17 members and associates of the Hells Angels are facing criminal charges in a violent attack.
Federal agents allege the outlaws sold drugs, traded firearms, and engaged in insurance fraud and even tampered with government witnesses.
We have learned there is cell phone video as well as surveillance video of evidence in this attack.
The U.S. attorney characterized today's raids as historic, the largest federal bust on organized criminal gang activity.
Retaliation is common for crimes involving biker gangs. However, it could happen anywhere because of how interconnected gangs have become nationwide.
The 3-year investigation resulted in 42 federal indictments on a variety of charges, including racketeering, money laundering, drugs, gambling, insurance fraud, and extortion.
There's a bunch of bikers up here, and they're shooting guns and stuff. I need the police now.
But on foot going towards 2nd Street. Okay, receive.
Welcome to this episode of Chatting with Stacks. I'm your host, Bill Stacks, and today we're talking about the Mongols. There's a lot going on. As you can see, I got this makeshift microphone stand because this is a quick on the fly show. I'm on my way to Washington, D.C. to go film an event, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be great. I'll go live. I'll be checking in with you guys, and I'll try to do a show on the road. Who knows? We'll see how that goes. Lindsay, how are you? Thank you for joining me today. Maureen, what's going on? I appreciate everyone that takes the time to watch this show. We got a lot to talk about today. So the Mongols are back in the spotlight. It seems that 2 Mongols were arrested for killing a Vago at a bar. So this is the LA Times. Reputed Mongol biker gang member charged in murder and shooting of rival Vago. A reputed member of the Mongols motorcycle club is charged with Tuesday in the murder of member of the rival Vagos in what federal prosecutors say is an escalated conflict between the 2 outfits. And that's crazy because I thought they got along. Julian Pulido, 35, was shot to death on March 4th at the Firewater Bar in Ontario, according to the complaint unsealed Tuesday. San Bernardino County coroner's records show a second alleged Mongol member, Clifford Lavoy, is accused of choking this man before he was killed. So they allege it. I'm going to read the District of California statement that they put out about this case. Lavoy pleaded not guilty Tuesday to charges of assault and aid of racketeering and is being jailed without bond. So he will be in prison for the time being. U.S. Attorney's Office in Los Angeles. Padillo, the first suspect remains Tuesday in San Bernardino County Jail and has yet to enter a plea in federal court. Damn, this is a federal case too, because they pile on racketeering. So the victim's name, let's see if I can pronounce this. Probably not. Vicente Sandoval. So Sandoval's killing was the latest flare-up in the 3-year conflict between the Mongols and the Vagos. That, according to court records, included a shooting at the Hooters restaurant, a brawl at a Harley Davidson store, which is a Harley Davidson store is supposed to be off limits between these 2 rival motorcycle clubs. Any rival motorcycle clubs, if they go to a Harley dealership, that's supposed to be off limits. That's like a unwritten rule because everybody has to go to the motorcycle shop. He's at the motorcycle store, Marina Del Rey, in a homicide allegedly committed by a Vago who rode a 3-wheeled motorcycle. In the complaint, California Highway Patrol's officers said that the Mongols count as 2,500 members around the world, with chapters in the United States, Mexico, Canada, Europe, and Asia. The club has governed by the mother chapter that collects dues from the regional affiliates. The officer, whose name was redacted in the complaint, said that the money was diverted in part from robberies, credit card fraud, sales of drugs. In 2022, the Mongols' dirty laundry was aired in federal court when the club's longtime lawyer accused its president, Little Dave, of being a secret informant for the U.S. Bureau of Tobacco and Firearms. How many of you believe Little Dave is an informant? My personal opinion, my opinion doesn't really matter, but I want to know what you guys think. Do you think Little Dave is an informant for the ATF? He was arrested probably 8 times on pretty major cases. Guns, drugs, assault on his girlfriend at a bar multiple times, and he never got picked up. Kind of strange, ain't it? When you don't get arrested for major things, I don't know. And then there was an incident recently, you guys know, a couple months back, where he slashed a man's throat. Hey, you could be a rat and still hold your own, I guess, right? So, this is the United States Attorney's Office of District of California. Mongols motorcycle club member arrested, and also another charged with assault and murder of rival gang member last month in Ontario. Riverside, California, a member of the Mongols motorcycle club was arrested today, and another Mongols member has been charged, both in connection with the assault and murder of rival motorcycle gang member in San Bernardino Bar last month. Clifford Lavoy, 51, aka Buckshot of Montclair, was arrested on federal criminal complaint that charges him with assault resulting in serious bodily injury in aid of racketeering. Julio Pulido, 35, aka Jules from Upland, is charged in the same federal complaint with murder in aid of racketeering. The boy was arrested this morning and made his initial appearance in the United States Court on Riverside this afternoon. A federal magistrate judge ordered him in jail without bond, scheduled for May 6th arraignment. Riverside Federal Court. Pulido currently in state custody. I'm sorry for the popping. I don't have the pop screen on because all my equipment is packed. I need all my equipment. I'm even using a different laptop right now because I had to. He's in state custody in San Bernardino Superior Court with murder. He's expected to make his initial appearance in Riverside Federal Court in the weeks coming. So I wonder, if you get charged in the feds, can they charge you with murder in the state too? That would be crazy. Because then you would do fed time, get out, and have to do state time too for the same charge. That doesn't make sense. But they did that to Joey Merlino. They charged him with a murder in the feds. He beat that case. He goes over to the state and they charge him with the same murder in the state. Makes no sense. So listen to what this complaint says. According to the affidavit filed, hold on, let me shut this off so it stops interrupting us. This shit never stops. According to the affidavit, the complaint filled early morning hours of March 4th. Pulido and Lavoy violently attacked the victim, a member of the Vagos rival motorcycle gang, who was identified in court in documents as VS, at an Ontario bar. Inside the bar, defendants confronted the victim, who was wearing clothing related to his Vagos membership, argued with him, and told the victim that he needed to show respect to them as Mongol members. Later, the defendants assaulted and overpowered the victim, including punching the victim in the face, choking him, and causing injuries to the victim's face, neck, and head. While the victim tried to run out of the bar, Padillo allegedly pulled a gun out and shot him several times in the back, causing the victim to fall on the ground in the door of the bar and bleed out on the sidewalk. The defendants then fled the scene. The victim was pronounced dead at the scene at 2:45 a.m. Later the same day, Padillo led law enforcement on a 9-hour chase across 5 counties in California. He was arrested after crashing the black Dodge vehicle into a ditch during a high-speed chase along Highway 46 near Lost Hill, Kern County. At the time of his arrest, Padillo possessed the same Mongol-branded clothing that he wore the night of VS's murder. And that's crazy. That's another crazy thing. These people wear their cuts while they do this type of stuff. You can't do that. I mean, this day and age, that murder is probably caught on tape at the bar. Like, what's the point? You killing someone because of your pride? And listen, shout out to all the Mongols out there. Shout out to all the Vagos. I don't pick a side. I have no dogs in that fight. That's between them. But I think everyone can get along. There's no reason for this type of stuff. The boy was arrested in Whittier and was booked. Then later released. Criminal complaint allegations. All defendants are presumed innocent until proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt in the court of law. If convicted, Padillo could face a mandatory minimum of life in federal prison. Lavoy faces a mandatory minimum of 20 years in federal prison. The Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearm and Explosive is investigating the matter with the Ontario Police Department, San Bernardino District Attorney's Office. That's pretty crazy. Hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully all this stuff stops and it doesn't have to escalate to more things happening. Because enough's enough. Like, come on, man. We're in the 2025. Let's move on. It's supposed to be about riding motorcycles, not who wears a patch at what bar. Who gives a shit? If it means that much to you, man, then you're over exerting yourself in a certain area. That's crazy. You're willing to throw your life away. I mean, I understand to represent the club, and when I was a part of a gang, we represented to a certain extent, but I wasn't about to kill somebody maybe back then. I don't know. It's different. It's different, but probably the same. I don't know. I really don't know. Back then, I probably would have killed someone if they disrespected me and I had a gun and it was the right time, Who knows? Who knows what would have happened? But when you're grown men and you're doing this type of stuff, it's like, come on, man. Throw your whole life away. Now both of those people who are involved with the Mongols, their whole families are going to miss them for the rest of whatever, right? And then that other guy's dead. What was the point? Did you prove a point? No, you just made headlines and that's it. You just made it worse for all the other bikers out there. Hey, Biker News Canada. Go check out Biker News Canada. I got an interview with him. It's been dropping every day. It's pretty good. People are liking it. Hey, Z1%er, how are you? Shout out to you, man. 100%. I appreciate you. We're doing this show on the fly right now. We're on our way to Washington, D.C. I'm going to be going live later. You guys are going to like this situation I'm going to be doing. So stay tuned for that. We got a lot of content for you guys. There's more Biker News Canada tonight at 10 o'clock. I believe it's part 3 or 4, something like that. But they'll be releasing one every day, and it goes up to part 9. So I hope you guys like this content. There's a lot more where this came from. I'm going to be doing as many shows as I can. I'm going to be on the road, though, so you know how things be. But I will go live and check in with you guys, so make sure you stay tuned for that. if you guys like this show. Oh, yeah, in other news, did you hear? A birdie told me that Diddy's son is cooperating with authorities. Uh-oh. It's not looking good for Diddy. It wasn't looking good for him anyway, but still, if he got his son cooperating against him, that's a huge problem. He ain't coming back from that. Maybe his son's like, hell no, I ain't going to prison for you. Who knows? What would you think if you were in that situation and your dad was caught with all this crazy shit, some baby oil and all this other shit, and he sucked you into the indictment? Would you be like, hell no, it ain't me, it's him? That's a question I have too. So put your responses in the chat. Put them in the comments. I want to know what you think. I want to know what you think of the situation with two Mongols getting arrested for killing a Vagos member. And we're going to be covering the Vagos in coming days. I have a couple stories. Part 3 is tonight. You can watch it right now on membership. You can watch part 3. And then tonight, part 3 is dropping for the public tonight. Part 4 you'll be able to see on membership tonight. So you'll get the videos before they're released on members. So make sure you join it. If you want to see the thing full length without any interruptions, go join Patreon right now. I appreciate all you guys. I hope you have a great day. Next time you see me, I'll be in Washington, D.C. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can get my videos every time they drop. And if you don't like this show, you already know what to do. Start your own podcast. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And remember, don't be a bitch. Peace.
And all new at 5, a major organized crime bust. 23 people under arrest now accused of stealing guns and cash.
Today, police revealed 4 organized crime groups are wreaking havoc.
From aggravated robbery to kidnapping, burglary, and more. Let's take a look at this. New pictures from court documents in this case. These are a few of the people who have been charged. And investigators say the money, tens of thousands of dollars, is all stolen.